Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a first look at the new Straw Harvest DLC that will be coming soon as you guys are seeing this. It could be out actually by the time you see this, depending on when it comes out and all that good stuff. But I'm going to be doing several videos on this. This one is just going to be showing off all the different equipment and showing you kind of what is in the pack. And then in addition to that, we're just going to kind of talk about kind of the basic premise behind this and everything like that, and get a first look at using some of the equipment. I will do an additional video that goes over all the different halls you see kind of in the distance, excuse me. So all those different halls and buildings and everything like that. I have a separate tutorial that will cover that. I'll also go into depth on another tutorial about how to use all the different pieces of equipment more specifically. And in addition to that, I'm going to do another short video that's just going to have the uses for the pellets, which in general, you should be able to use them for feeding animals and for selling them. And for making money off of like heat and stuff like that. So, but again, I'm going to go over that in a different video. So let's take a look. This is the new Straw Harvest DLC that's going to be coming to all platforms. It's going to be released by Giant Software. However, it's from Creative Mesh, and also a big thank you to Creative Mesh for allowing me to have early access to this as well. So big thank you to them. As this is something that's not specifically controlled by Giants, the early access has to come through Creative Mesh, which makes sense. So let's go ahead and start off by hopping in the store. We'll take a look at what is in this pack. So Straw Harvest pack, what do we have? Well, we have several different bale grabs here. So the first one here is the Lizard V grab. If we go in here, you can do a front loader, wheel loader, telehandler, or back to front loader attachment for that. And you can change the color to whatever you'd like, which is pretty cool as well. These forks as well in the front actually do fold up too once you get it out, which is nice. Then we also have the Brussels Inlaid B50 AR03. If we go in here, you can do front loader or wheel loader on this, and telehandler actually as well. So you can basically do those three there. Then you can again adjust the color however you'd like to. This one's a little bit more specific. This one you can only use on the wheel loader because of how big it is. When you bind it, will be folded up, but you can unfold it pretty easily, obviously, once you hook it up. You also can change the color to whatever you'd like. Then, of course, moving on to the balers we have a round baler here that'll do 120 to 180 centimeter bales. You can have wheel setup as standard or standard 2, and then back to standard. Now, refill supplies, you can either have manual or automatic. Now, if you change it to automatic, it will automatically refill the wrap that is in the piece of equipment if you don't want to have to worry about that. But if you want the more immersion part of it or the more immersive part of it, you can change that back to manually, and you can add a license plate to this as well. And the working speed is 12 miles an hour, only requires 80 horsepower. We back out of here and take a look. So what this is going to take, if you hit combinations, it'll show you exactly what it's going to be, which is the bale net. That's what that's going to take. And if we scroll down here, that's also over here, which under the bale net, 15 pieces, you can do 12, 9, 6, 3, so on and so forth. So again, you can, depending on how many you want to buy at one time, you can get up to 15 for 1,900 bucks. So easy peasy there. Now the hop back out, scroll back down here. We have the Corona Big Pack, which is a square baler. Good Lord, I can't talk today. It requires 258 horsepower, makes bales between 180 and 240 centimeters, and runs at 15 miles an hour. If we go in here, we can have the bale chute on the back, or we can have the Bale Collect 1230, which I will talk about this. This is an additional attachment that if you have it in this configuration, you can hook up to the back. Now, manual refill for supplies, you can have that on, or you can have it automatically refill. So however you want to do that, and then add a license plate on there if you'd like to as well. Now, the supplies this is going to take, if we go in here, is the bale twine pallet, which if we go under here, you can go all the way down to 4 pieces or up to 48. So, and again, those are just in four little increments of 4. There we go. That's the phrase I wanted to use. So yeah, you have that right there for you. That's also just out here, right down here, the bale twine pallet. Now, the Bale Collect is the other attachment that if you hit combinations, it'll show you in here. This guy is 29,580 to buy. If we go in here, this is just the configuration that's going to come in, and this is going to hook up to the back of this guy right here if you'd like to use it, which we'll test out using it today. Why not? And then moving on from there, we have the pelletizer. We have the Corona Primos 5000. This one, you are either going to directly off of the field pick up either straw or loose hay. And by the way, these are the new icons for straw pellets and hay pellets. But you're going to pick up loose straw or loose hay off the field and pelletize it automatically. It can hold up to 9,000 liters of pellets, and it runs at 6 miles an hour. It requires a lot of horsepower at 350 horsepower. If we go in here, you can have refill supplies manually or automatic, which what does it take for a supply? If I hit combinations, it's going to take molasses. So molasses is part of what's needed to help pelletize everything. And then we also have the bale shredder, which this is something that if you wanted to operate this in stationary mode, you would hook this up to the side of it. You can place bales on there. It'll shred the bales as they go in and then pelletize them, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that is everything that comes in it in terms of equipment. Now, if we go into the store, or excuse me, into the build mode here, we're going to take a look at these different halls. So starting from left to right here, we're going to go to buildings under sheds, scroll down to the very end. So the first one here is just the pellet hall. I will note you have to rotate it increments of 90 degrees. So just be aware of that. 2 doors on the front, and it's just the storage hall, which we'll take a look at in a second. Then we have the pellet hall with a crane. This guy right here, which is the same as this one, except it has a crane in it. Still have to rotate it 90-degree increments. Then we have the pellet bale and pallet storage, which is basically, again, just going to work like the other bale and pallet storages that we have in the game, except it's in this configuration here, which is pretty cool. I like that. And this one you can rotate freely, which is really cool. So I like that. And if we go to production, we have 2 things at the back of production. First, we have the pellet hall palletizer, which it won't show up in your production menu, but we'll talk about all that in a future video and how to use this. So just know if you place this, it's not going to show up in your production menu. But this allows you to make pellets inside of the hull or make pallets of pellets, which is pretty cool. Then we also have the pellet heat or the pellet heat plant, which you're going to put either wood chips or straw pellets in to burn them for heat and make energy, which this does show up in your productions. And then also, finally, we have under sell points, we have the pallet sell point for your pellets. Pallets of pellets. Pellets of pallets. Sorry. It's a lot of words there. But yeah, so let's take a quick look at the buildings just so you can take a look at them. So in this building right here, if you open the help menu, you should be able to turn on lights. Are there lights in here? There's got to be lights in here. I think I have to go up to the switch. There we go. So turn lights on in the hall if you'd like to. Nice and easy there. Has 2 opening doors and then just some storage here. Very straightforward. Nice little shed. Like it. Next one over here, 2 doors again. Has everything the other shed had except for has a crane now, which you can hit E to enter like a vehicle. And then using your mouse controls, you can go back and forth. You can turn that however you'd like to. You can go across this way. It takes a little bit getting used to the controls for it. The other thing you can do is change the tool. So you can have this bale grab here. You can go up and down, all sorts of different things. Or you can have this bale grab here or back to the buckets right there. So pretty cool. Oops, want to hit E to get out of it, not escape. There we go. If we go over one more, this is so again, you're not going to be able to go any further in here. This is going to hold your pallets and bales and all that good stuff. You can go in here and turn the lights on if you'd like to, but pretty straightforward. It's going to be a bale and pallet storage for you. Then we have this guy over here, which also has a crane, works the same way as the other crane does, and looks basically the same as the other pallet halls, or excuse me, the other halls. But this one's going to make pallets of pellets for you by putting your pellets in here and getting your pallets out this end, which again, I'm going to show that all off in a future video. Over here, we have the steam plant, which input is over here on the side, and then you just go into here to see your recipe. So you're going to make energy just by using either straw pellets or wood pellets there, or excuse me, wood chips there. Then moving over here, we have the little pellet sell point right there. So easy peasy. But yeah, so let's go ahead and test out some of these pieces of equipment just to give you guys a quick overview of how some of them work. Again, I'm not going to get into too much detail here, but this, again, we can fold those forks away if you'd like to. I actually think I will to make it a little easier. This is going to be way too much weight for this poor little front loader as well, so I apologize about that. But if you open the help menu, hit Y to grab bales when you're close to the bales, then lift them up. I can't lift them because there's too much weight here. Oh, maybe. There we go. Look at him go. Little Schaefer guy. He's doing really good. That is a lot of weight for him. That is for sure. Yep, that is a lot of weight. Okay. Well, anyhow, we can do that. Move over here to this guy. Same thing. Works like a nice front loader tool. This one you probably actually could grab 4 on at one time if you wanted to, but I think it's only designed really to do 3. Oop, I didn't want to fold it. Hit Y to grab the bales. You can lift up the bales there, 27,000 liters of straw. I'm just going to back them out of the way so this vehicle's out of the way, but pretty easy, pretty straightforward to do. Can you disconnect it when there's bales on there? Sure can. Look at that. Find out something new every day. Did not know that, but I figured you probably could, but wanted to test it. And then finally, we have the big old bale grab here, which again does fold up if you wanted to travel a little bit easier on it. It'll fold all the way up to right there, but we want it out so we can actually use it. This thing is designed to grab just a load of bales, which is pretty nice. Do that. I would love to have one of these for the bale stacking challenge. That would make my life quite a bit easier. Here we go if we back up there. And down. Just get it out of the way. Easy peasy. Moving on. If this, I might as well keep the help menu open. So this is the round baler. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll change the bale. Well, actually, no, we'll leave the bale size small here. So first we need to fill the tool. Need to get close enough to this where it's going to give me the option. That's the net right there. Should allow me to, we'll turn automatic drop on right there. I need to unfold it. I might need to do something here. Ooh, open bale net door. That's what I need to hit there. See, it's my first time using it. There we go. Now we hit R and it puts in some bale wrap for us, up to 3 rolls of it. We can end and close that door back down. If we just go right over here, drive around our Schaefer, which is now completely in the way, lower the pickup, turn it on, start after it, and these balers, I mean, they move pretty quick. Is that the normal speed of? I feel like that's fast for a baler. I could be wrong. I don't do a ton of baling. These guys are running that. Yeah, that is pretty fast. 12 is pretty fast. These guys are mostly looks like 10. There we go, getting full. Let that guy drop out the back. Close it down, and then we can keep going that way. But just for the sake of demonstration purposes, I'm going to stop there. Let's hop out of you. Let's get in the next guy here. So we have the square baler here, which I do have the setup for it to be able to take the pickup on the back there. But actually first, let's get some twine in that. So I'm going to open the twine sides there, which that looks fantastic. And then if I hit R to refill, see it's just refilling. Does take some time. Just refilling all those little compartments in there. Both sides, which is fabulous looking. Is that all we can take? That might be all of it. No, it's still going. Okay. Just takes it some time. Down there, bottom right-hand corner, you can see it is feeling nice and slow. But still very cool to see this. And it's going to take a lot of these little wraps and stuff, but... yeah, that is fantastic. Wait for it to finish. It's probably going to take that whole pallet, I would think. Oh yeah, it could take more than that pallet if it wanted to as well, which is crazy. But there we go. Let's go ahead and put those away. Then we're going to back up and hook up to this guy. Maybe if my backing skills were better. Hook up to that. Now we should be able to unfold that guy. I don't think we have to unfold the... oh, we do have to unfold the baler. Let's get the baler unfolded as well. And then this should make things quite fun to do. So, I'm going to turn automatic drop to on. I go back to this guy. There we go. The back guy there. Automatic drop. Maybe I can't turn that on. Maybe that's something. Bale unload mode. Ooh, that's kind of nifty. So you can... oh, that's interesting. You can choose how it unloads them. We'll do all three, obviously, just to get us started here. But that is really nifty. So there's definitely some improvements with this from the last one, which of course we wouldn't expect anything different from Creative Mesh. But there we go. Let's start pushing out some bales. Let's take us a little bit because we got to get our first bale just pushed out first. That way there's room for more bales to keep coming out. So it takes a little bit to get that chute filled up. This is fantastic. I'm assuming it's just going to drop them off automatically, but it should kick that one out and then put it to one side or the other. Then the next one get kicked out, put one side or the other as well. So there we go. Our first one's kicked out. And we're sliding right over to the side. There we go. And the last one coming right now. Make a quick U-turn here. There we go. Now, and obviously I haven't tested this yet. I'm assuming you might be able to do more than one type of bale at the same time. I don't know why you would. That was a chaotically bad drop there. That was probably mostly my bad. I probably should have slowed down for it to kick them off. But regardless, that is pretty cool. So, yeah, there we go. Now, last guy we have over here is the pelletizer, which I'm going to hit R just to fill it up with some molasses right now to get it going. Now, you can turn it on. You can see up in the left-hand corner. We can put the pipe out, which is going to be that to be able to unload it when we'd like to. We'll put that back away for now. We can unfold it if we'd like to as well. And I think we'll just... well, that's plenty of molasses for now. If we hit unfold, it should be... now, again, I'm not sure in terms of hooking up to that, which side or how that's going to go on there. Let's just pull it out here. We'll do a little bit of testing with it. I have super strength on to help me out with my endeavors. I want to say it goes right here. Now, if I hit... there's any option for Q on it? Nope, no, not at all. Fold? No, we don't want to fold it, I don't think. Let's try the other side. Actually, two. Could be this is at the wrong angle as well. Try that real quick. Nope. This could also just take me an hour to figure this out. But probably Hopefully not. There we go. Attach right there. Got the queue on that side. And then we should be able to... Is it attached? Had that for a second. Wait a second. Did I have it? I thought I had it. Well, there we go. I was just disconnecting that. Interesting. I want to say it goes on the other side. I swear it goes on the other side over here. Is there anything on this that I need to do first? It doesn't look like it. If I just get this right under there. Anyhow, what I will do is I will figure that out before I do my official tutorial on the equipment. Again, this is to take a look at some things. So before I waste too much time doing that, let's just go ahead and lower this. Oh, we need to fill this with water first as well. I forgot about that feature here. Let's just go ahead and we'll put some water in here real quick just to have it in there. And there we go. Lower the pickup, turn it on. And then now this thing does not run very fast. And yes, the tractor we're using does technically have enough horsepower, but as you can see, it kind of almost would like to have some more horsepower there. So you can see as we zoom in, nice animation on the pellets getting thrown in there, which is fantastic. And the pellets look amazing. But in this, you can hear that tractor really struggling. It does take a lot of power, because it's a big swath of hay as well. But it does take it a lot of power to get this all squared away. So, but look at that, we're making hay pellets. And of course, you could, if you wanted to, you could drop them on the ground or whatever you wanted to do. I'll just make a little pile of them because I think that'll be nifty there. Oh, nope, it's not going to do it. There we go. I got out of it. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is fantastic. Unloading them. It's a little bit of a slow unload, so just be aware of that, but the pallets look fantastic. Look like little wasabi peas almost. But anyhow, yeah, that is most of the equipment in here. We'll get all that stuff figured out for my future videos where I do some tutorial type stuff with it. But there you guys go. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.